Hafez Abdo is an associate professor at the University of Nottingham and a lead at the University of Nottingham Energy Institute. He joins me now live. Professor, the Russian president says Europe is to blame for its energy crisis. But does he have a point? Is this crisis partly Europe's own doing?
Good evening. I think yes, Europe is to be blamed for the current crisis they're in because they initially depended on Russia heavily for supplying gas for a long time, and they considered Russia as a realistic and secure supplier. However, when the problem started with Ukraine, Europe has realized Russia is not a sustainable supplier, and they found themselves in a crisis. So to blame Europe, yes, Europe to be blamed, but not for the reason Mr. Putin mentioned.
He also said that Russia is willing to supply energy to Europe, but after all the sanctions and efforts by Europe and the West to isolate Russia because of this war, would that be something that Europe would accept?
I don't believe Europe is going to accept this, mainly because they don't trust what the Russians are saying, because the Russians have the tab from their side and they can turn it off any minute they want. So that's one issue. The other issue is the war is continuing, and Russia seems not to be listening or adhering to what Europe wants from them. So that's the other issue, which is restricting European Union to agree on any deal with Russia. I think there is no deal going to be seen in future between Europe and Russia on the energy market.
As we move into the winter and this energy situation really is a crisis, why are we seeing so much disagreement within Europe on measures to tackle it, particularly the gas price caps? Why is that such a sticking point?
I believe the disagreement is just something expected because mainly the problem is very clear to everyone. Shortage of supply, increase in prices, and also energy insecurity. So the ministers who gathered recently, they managed to define the problem, but they did not manage to define a solution. So this is, as I said, is just expected because some of the European countries wanted to cap the price, but it's not to countries or institutions to cap an international price for the gas or for the oil, because the oil and gas prices are defined in the international market and they're defined by market forces. Now, this is one issue. The other issue is, as Germany and Netherlands are rightly suggested, if there is any cap on the prices, that may lead suppliers to shy away from supplying Europe with gas and oil. Why shall, for example, Saudi Arabia or Qatar or even Nigeria sell oil and gas to Europe at reduced prices? Even Russia, why shall Russia accept to supply gas or oil to Europe at a reduced price? They can sell it for other countries, Turkey, China, or India, or any other Asian countries at a higher price. So there is a risk here. And if this is to happen, that will probably cause more distress to the energy market, and that will push the prices up.
All right, we'll leave it there for now. Associate Professor Hafez Abdo joining us from London. Thank you.